India to court-martial army man who gave Chinese border info to ISI for 15,000 rupees. New Delhi. The army will begin a summary court-martial against a soldier who is accused of passing on top-secret information to an ISI agent stationed in the Pakistani embassy in the nation's capital about military operations near the northern borders, ANI reported citing defense forces. Security agencies discovered the soldier passing on classified information to Pakistani spy Abid Hussain, alias Naik Abid, who was employed by the Islamic Republic of Pakistan High Commission in the nation's capital. The accused signalman, washerman, Alam Khan, was posted in a formation close to the border with China in the field area and was allegedly caught supplying secret information to the Pakistani spy posted in their embassy in New Delhi. The summary court-martial proceedings against the soldier will begin in the next couple of days, defense sources told news agency ANI. The Pakistani embassy officer also paid the soldier 15,000 rupees for the information he provided. According to the sources, the aforementioned army personnel operations occurred at a key moment when the northern opponents were seeking to become aggressive along the line of actual control, and even the tiniest bit of information could have been useful for the rivals. According to army authorities, the soldier only had access to unimportant information. The army has a zero-tolerance policy for such behavior, and offenders will face exemplary punishment, it was added. The guard duty schedule of the formation where he was stationed as well as the activities of his own formations were among the materials the soldier gave to the enemy spy agency. The soldier also relayed details about the formation's vehicles, including a list of those that would be moving in light of the COVID lockdown. The sources claimed that the soldier attempted to access the location of the satellites monitoring the China border but was unsuccessful. Also, he was attempting to gain access to the positions of the surveillance radar and other tools along the Chinese border. Asia mixed team sees hips. India finishes with bronze, loses to China in semis. The Indian badminton team finished their 2023 Asia Mixed Team Championships with a bronze medal and also earning a slot at the Zudirman Cup after going down to China 2-3 in the semi-finals. Coming on the back of a thrilling win against Hong Kong in the quarter-finals, India started the match in a similar fashion. World number 9 HS Pranoy was stunned by world number 116 Lei Lan Shi as he defeated the Indian shuttler in straight games. Pranoy, who defeated Li Zijia in his last game, looked completely off color and conceded the game easily to the youngster 21-13, 21-15. With Pranoy losing the game, hopes were pinned on PV Sindhu against Gao Fangji. Sindhu was shocked in the first game by Gao as she dominated the game to win 21-9. Sindhu came back strongly in the second game to win it 21-16. However, the youngster from China showed immense resilience in the final game to come back and win the match 21-18, giving China a lead of 2-0. Class 10 girl student dies after having lunch in Odisha hostel, 25 hospitalized. A Class 10 student of a Kanyashram in Odisha's Balasore district died while 25 other girls were admitted to hospital after taking lunch in their hostel, officials said on Saturday. 3 students of the Purubai Kanyashram in Soro town of Balasore district started vomiting, following which they were immediately rushed to the nearby government hospital and 2 of them were shifted to Balasore district headquarters hospital late Friday night. Early Saturday, a Class 10 girl student named Rabina Singh died while undergoing treatment at the hospital. Later in the day, 23 more girl inmates of the Kanyashram fell sick, following which they had to be admitted to the Community Health Centre (CHC), Soro. Secretary of the Kanyashram, Sumati Mohanty, said the inmates were rushed to hospital soon after they started vomiting. A doctor in the Soro CHC said the hostel inmates were suffering from cough and cold for the last 4 days. The doctor said the water and food being served in the hostel may have been contaminated, which resulted in sickness of the girls. We would not be able to comment as to what led to the death of the girl and sickness of other inmates till an inquiry is over, said Balasore Chief District Medical Officer Julalsan Jagdeb. Unable to pay for iPhone, 20-year-old murders delivery boy and burns body. CCTV clip leads to arrest. The victim in Hassan, News 18 photo. The shocking incident took place in Arasaikir in Hassan on February 7 when the accused Hemant Dutt received delivery of an iPhone that he had ordered. Unable to pay for an iPhone that he ordered, a 20-year-old man stabbed an e-cart delivery boy in Karnataka's Hassan. The youngster reportedly kept the body at his residence for 3 days before burning the body in a bid to get away with murder, according to police. The shocking incident took place in Arasaikir in Hassan on February 7 when the accused Hemant Dutt received delivery of an iPhone that he had ordered. Hemant Naik, an e-cart delivery boy, was murdered in Karnataka's Hassan, News 18 photo. Incidentally, the accused shared his first name with the victim. Hemant Naik was reportedly stabbed multiple times. He died on the spot. According to the police, when Naik arrived at Dutt's residence to deliver the second-hand iPhone, the culprit asked the delivery boy to sit inside his house. He told him that he would soon return with the money from his room. Dutt came out with a knife instead and allegedly stabbed the delivery boy multiple times. Following the incident, the accused held onto the dead body, tied up in a sack, at his residence for 3 days. He planned to burn the body at some point on the outskirts of the town. Dutt prepared for disposing of the body. To destroy evidence, he bought petrol and rode the dead body to a railway station nearby on his two-wheeler, where he burned it. He was caught thanks to CCTV footage that captured him both buying petrol and carrying the dead body. He was arrested by Hassan police following an investigation. Baby girl born with rare 6 cm tail protruding from her back. Baby girl born with rare 6 cm tail protruding from back. Image, Journal of Pediatric Surgery case reports. A baby girl born in Brazil left doctors baffled after they discovered that had a 6 cm tail on her back. Surgeons performed an operation immediately to remove the skin-covered appendage growing on her back. After the successful surgery, the doctors closed the hole. The girl, who has not been identified, was born with a rare condition called spina bifida, which happens when the spinal cord fails to develop normally. The congenital disability caused a gap to form in her spine, likely resulting in the growth of the tail. The medics at Grendac, a children's hospital in São Paulo, claimed that the tail grew upwards from the lumbosacral region, which joins the spine and the pelvis. It was diagnosed as a human pseudo-tail, a growth that looks like a tail but is a consequence of spine problems or tumors. The case study was published in the Journal of Pediatric Surgery case reports. Researchers from the Center for Fetal and Placental Research in Ohio collaborated with the Brazilian doctors to investigate it. They wrote, "Human caudal appendages are rare lesions that impose an enormous stigma on their carriers and parents. Fetal caudal appendages are associated with spinal dysraphisms, spina bifida, and its presence therefore mandates careful screening for underlying spinal cord defects. Identifying of the numerous possible associated anomalies is critical to plan the correct treatment and offer good quality counseling." They said that surgery helps prevent stigma and complications such as pain, torsion, further growth, irritation, or breakdown.